Welcome, one and all, to another C-list Saturday with So Villainous and Evil, me and Red. How you doing, Red?
MSO should be joining us soon, but yeah, I'm good. How are you, bud? I know we talked offline. You're not feeling 200%. You know, I'm there too. I'm there too. So we're just meet each other. If you're at 50, I'm at 50. We'll make
We'll
it
be
up.
100 together.
Yeah, yeah,
I
definitely.
like your Grogu shirt.
Thank you, thank you. It's from our friends at
Turtle
Tea
Tea?
Turtle. Tea Turtle.
Tea Turtle. I always get it backwards.
Yeah, they're great, except when you're fat and they shrink. So yeah,
Well, they're
you're not.
100% cotton. They should shrink, right?
Yeah. That's why you should get the triple X if you're a double X like me, and at least you don't have to worry about it sticking to your tits.
I
Yeah,
like it when it does that.
yeah, you know how it goes. Well,
I know.
how was Mama Hout's Mother's Day for you?
Mother's Day was good. We just kind of didn't just stay together, and we had some light lunch, and that was about it.
Light
And
lunch.
today was my aunt's birthday, so we had to go celebrate again, back to back weekends.
Did you celebrate with a pint of the German lager and some bratwurst?
No, we went to an Italian restaurant in Venetia.
Uh
One right there by the water. It's pretty nice.
that's pretty nice. Yes,
My,
yes,
my
but
mom had a blue moon.
I thought that the typical uh celebratory beer would be a nice lager, and then the food of choice would be a nice bratwurst.
Yeah, but at an Italian restaurant, they didn't have that. So
Well, get it together, Italian restaurant. Go appease the Germans. Even though you were invaded by Germany, what was it? Was they invaded, or was that Mussolini? No,
we,
that's
we, we worked hand in hand with Mussolini.
you worked hand in hand with it. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm really off of my history, but
It's okay. No problem.
yeah. Happens when you get old. Like you would think that you would remember all these facts like you learned in grade school and high school, and have no application to it in real life purposes, right?
Absolutely
Like
no application
what am I
whatsoever.
gonna do with all this stuff I learned on PE? Oh shit! Okay, I'm diabetic now. I should have kept on exercising. Okay, that's one thing. Oh, the other one, math. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see me doing calculations for you know
Well, you do some calculations at your work, right?
I do, but I don't do like full on calculus. You know, get the calculations of the angle trajectory of an asteroid hitting the planet. I don't do that.
Oh,
I
you
just
don't do that at all. Okay. Well, I thought you did some
I just
calculations.
do geometry
There we go.
and some kind of statistics, but definitely you know I I've had enough math by the time I was sophomore year that I just gave it up and then just did the bare minimum.
The bare minimum. Well, there's nothing wrong with the bare minimum.
No, passing grade, right? That's
Yeah, passing grade.
I
Because
wasn't planning on going to further my education after high school. I just wanted to get to work.
you
But then
don't use
again,
calculus in your adult life. Trust me.
no, no, unless I want to be a scientist or some other you know big time mathematician, but you
I
don't
don't
see
even think
famous people doing
mathematicians
that.
use calculus. I think
Yeah.
they use statistics more than they use anything. But
Oh,
that's
right.
I don't know. I'm not a mathematician.
Yeah, I don't know either, and I don't see any famous people or that are that talented in math and using it for something other than what they're doing now. It's-
Only one
I
I,
don't know.
I know who uses math is Sheldon from Big Bang.
Yeah, but that's a fictional character, man. That's a fictional character. However, there is this one guy on social media who watches like reactionary videos and he calculates the if it's fake or not by
Oh,
using math.
really?
It's it's interesting, but yet he rambles into the whole equation, and then it's like, dude, it just goes
Blows
over
you
my head.
away.
Yeah, it's like okay, gets to the answer like no, it's fake, or yeah, it's confirmed.
Yeah, I follow this guy on Instagram who makes like real live shields and stuff like that, and he throws them and tries to break bricks with them, and he
Oh, I
makes.
seen that guy. Yeah, I follow him too. Great
Yeah,
cosplay too.
I like him. Hang on, just 1 minute. Hang on, just 1 minute.
Yeah, go ahead. Everybody, well, Mike gets his shit. Yeah. We're doing a lot more stuff here on the show, and would like to do more stuff, and then there's stuff going on in Mike's life.
There's nothing going on in my life. My life is boring as hell.
You're creative. You're creating the cosplay. You know how's that coming along?
Um, Paint fumes to hell, but yeah, it's coming along. I'm getting it all painted. Once it's all painted, then I'll put it all together and try it on for the fitting and see how good it fits, and then I'll have to make adjustments there because, of course, I want to go to the bathroom.
So you don't have the pee hole ready.
Not that I don't have that ready. I just don't know how it's gonna fit exactly.
I see. So you wanted to go the full shell first, and then punch a hole in the shell in order for you to vacate yourself after.
Yes, exactly.
Vacate. No, I guess vacate's the word. I would think that you would design it around the holes and then outward.
Well,
Like the main purpose of the costume is great, but the main body part that needs to be service should be the main focus. Other than the mouth that needs to drink and eat, and then the ports of exit.
well, first you gotta have some test runs before you do that. You can't just do that right off the bat.
Okay.
You need some test runs.
I assume because the armor are come in pieces that everything else should be in the bodysuit and well fitted, and then you know do a whole zipper under the crotch area from
Yep.
the front to the back,
You got it now.
or you could do the butt flap thing.
Like the 1800s underwear with the
Yeah,
little,
the whole like
buttons.
the two buttons, and then but
I would use Velcro before I'd use buttons.
you know the best part about that the butt flap thing is you don't have to use an ass gasket. Because you already have fabric between your butt cheeks and the seat.
Toilet seat.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be behind you touching that during the day, because sweat and booty.
I wait for you to touch it all day.
Hey, I will be touching it all day because I will be the man, guiding you through the convention floor.
Exactly. You already know your job ahead.
Exactly. I know my role. And I'm looking forward to that role and all the interactions that we'll be having with fans or random comic geeks, nerds, and even cosplayers that are freaking hot. So yeah. Completely.
Our buddy Victor just sent me a text message. He's into some AI program that makes music, and he sends me all these musics all day long with like Evil Fett as the song Evil Fett and stuff like that.
Nice.
They're really terrible.
Well, there's one on social media right now sent out by the guy who's in charge. That's currently singing Journey, Don't Stop Believing, and it has him playing guitar and the piano. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
E-Man is in that, or is that someone else we're talking about?
No. The orange guy in charge, not E-Man.
Oh, the orange guy in charge.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
That guy.
Well, I hope Journey sues him.
Is it mostly Journey, or is it going to be Steve Perry? Because there's two entities now. It's like Steve Perry himself, who the main.
But I thought Neil Sean wrote all the songs.
Well, he's still Steve Perry's using all the Journey songs to sing with, right? To do the tour. It just
Yeah.
is a different band. Journey the band has a new has was new, but established singer that they picked up in the Philippines who sounds exactly like Steve Perry when he sings. So yeah,
Well, maybe
it could be.
maybe he'll get sued from both. You know what? I was mad. Speaking of this subject, that the Village people were suing him for X amount of dollars. Then he paid them X amount of dollars to use their song, and then they were at his inauguration. They were totally anti-Trump, and now they got a payday. And then they pro-Trump. That's how weak that is, huh?
You know, when the money is good, people will change their mind about not performing for certain people. So on top of the Village people, Snoop Dogg is another one, and and there'll be others. Cash rules everything around us, right?
Yeah, I guess so. But I thought some people had some integrity, especially when it came to, you know, their own IP and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah. But they also have MAGA fans who love to hear their music, just don't like their politics.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to isolate those fans too, or and then that's your bread and butter is your songs. And what more of a manly guy than Trump than to have him dance to Macho Man during
Our YMCA.
yeah that the main alpha per se dancing to such song really popularized by the LGBT community.
Yeah, exactly. And he fumbles around with the LGBTQ community like nobody else.
Because he knows more about them than we do.
Yep, I guess so. Can
And
you
he
see
knows
these
more about
little lights here?
huh?
These,
Yeah. What are those?
my mom got them for her birthday. They're little mushroom lights.
A la Super Mario Brothers mushroom, or are we
What's that?
talking?
What's
Are
that?
they Super Mario Brothers
No,
mushroom?
no, 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 no. Like they're grown in these mushrooms grow in Germany and they're poisonous, but they look pretty. They grow all over Germany, so my mom likes them. She kind of collects mushrooms.
Ah, good to know. I
So
should
when you
get her
see
some.
little red mushrooms, pick them up for my mom, okay?
Oh, I could probably pick up some one up mushrooms for Mama House right there from Mario Land. Get her some extra men. Those are the one. Those are the mushrooms that count.
Yeah, those are the mushrooms that count.
But yeah. Uh,
So
Mother's
let's
Day good for you guys over here. Mother's Day was full of seafood and naps. So
yeah, I seen your cooking. I was kind of jealous that I didn't get an invite, but again, I live
hey,
far away.
you will get to taste it when we all get together, and then we'll find a nice seafood place to pick up food, and then I'll cook it for the crew. How about that?
All
Okay?
right, well, all right.
Yeah, because I'm only perfecting it now, so it's a
Well, I
work in
seen all
progress.
those shrimps. I seen all those shrimps that you were cooking, or was
Yeah.
that something else?
Well,
That was
it's
shrimp,
shrimp,
right?
lobster, crab, mussels, and clams, and uh, what do you call it? Filipino hot dogs, and what do you call it? Those little beef uh hot dog yeah,
You mean
those beefy hot dogs, the small
I
ones.
know what they're Vienna's. No, not Vienna
No,
sausages.
no, no.
Uh, uh Mom, little Smokies.
Little Smokies, yeah, yeah.
I
So
had them for breakfast this morning.
great. They're excellent for like little snacks, but they're in the broth and they got more thicker just sticking in the broth,
Oh,
which makes
really?
them extra
I figured they
juicy.
fall apart.
Nah, I because I steamed it
Oh, you
and
steamed
then
it.
and then let it sit in the broth, and then it soaked up all the flavors. I was like,
Well, there we go. That sounds
nice.
good.
It was nice, but you'll get to taste it. I'm kind of like, since we didn't have crabs that had all the head butter,
Uh
had
huh.
a because that's where all that's where my where my dish kind of gets its flavors from the head cheese, and so I had to get it from the shrimp. So I took all,
Oh,
so I buttered up all the shrimp, cooked it down, ripped them off, and then placed it in the blender to get it nice and soft, so I could boil it even more. That way, we get more flavor out of it.
oh, I see. I see. Well, that's a lot of work to peel all those shells off the
Oh,
blender.
it's worth it. It was worth it. Yeah, it's all about the flavor. If you go to Flavor Town with all my dishes, man.
There we go. I can't wait. I can't wait.
That's all. Anyways, I got something to show you.
Well, let me see.
This came in a couple days ago, and this is from. Remember those bead art, the Rick and Morty bead art?
Yeah.
So
That's cool
that's
stuff.
that's from the son. So I got work from the father now.
Oh,
So
wow. You got room for the father now.
yeah, Mike Lamb does the slice and dice artist. So he cut that up for me right there.
That's nice. Punisher.
Yeah. So that's all sliced up enough to stick on the cover there. So very delicate, but yet very intricate
Nice.
piece right there.
Nice.
So if you guys want to get commission, have Mike do one for you. I'll put his contact on the socials there.
That's nice.
So the slice and dice artist Mike Lamb. So that's a great guy right there, and a veteran, and the veteran.
Oh, well, that's good. I
And
salute him.
this came in the other day too. Right here,
Oh, John Jang stuff.
the John Jang Big Time Collectibles RC exclusive for breast awareness month, breast cancer
Oh,
awareness month.
nice. Well,
Yeah,
John Jang likes to work in pink anyway, so there we
it
go.
does. Yes, it does. And came in the pink comic capsule.
Oh, wow. Wow, Big Time Collectibles is working with Lawrence and Comic Capsule?
Yeah, it was a work in progress with them in the last 6 months, and yeah, they finally came to a project that'll be perfect for both Comic Capsule, John Jang, and Big Time Collectibles. So
There we go. Well, I guess I'll have to start using Big Time Collectibles more often.
oh yeah, you go. Well, Nelson loves you. Nelson has seen your titties. And Nelson will get back on the show while in the shower and join the titty fest with all the men.
Okay. I gotta get in contact with Nelson because I do like that John Jang one you just got. That's nice.
Oh yeah, I think there's still a lot more. I don't think it's sold out, but yeah, it's $50-$60, something like
Yeah,
that.
that's worth it.
Yeah, I think you're only making a donation to
The breast cancer awareness.
breast cancer. Yeah,
Well, that's definitely worth it.
definitely. You gotta check those titties, ladies and
Yep.
and gentlemen.
Yep.
And non-binaries, because titties will get cancer.
Yep.
Yeah. So what you got? What you got?
Oh,
buddy?
well, Absolute Batman number 4 and the variant cover.
Ooh, that's sexy. Who drew that?
Martin Vincent.
Okay, I think I follow him on Twitter.
Number 1 Gwenpool variant cover.
Oh, that's hot.
Is that light blocking it?
A little glare, but that's still good. So she's canon now, right?
Yeah, she's canon now.
Very nice.
One World Under Doom, number 4. You know I love these Tyrannosaurus Dooms, so I had to pick this one up.
Oh, is this like a precursor to the MCU movie?
Yes, it is.
Oh, nice. So what have you read about it so far?
It looks like Doom is getting his Latvian Doombots to go and take over the world, and then he's gonna be in charge, and it's Earth 616, so it's this Earth.
Oh. Wait. So the main MCU timeline is 616.
Yeah, 616.
Okay.
Fantastic Four #1 fanfare. This goes along with the movie.
Does it? Wait. Can you put it a little closer? I want to see if it's like real likeness of Pedro Pascal. I don't see it. Nah. But if it goes for, if it's a little material for the movie, that'd be great.
This is a Jim Lee cover. Absolute Wonder Woman #4.
Oh, that's hot. You know what reminds me of Sif?
It does. It reminds me exactly of Seth. That's another reason I picked it up.
Oh, you like them Valkyries.
Yep.
You like them Viking women.
Aaron Sandoval's Absolute Spider-Man #1 variant cover. It's one of those chrome ones that shimmer.
So you've been. How's that story working out so far?
I like it. Superman is one badass. I mean, he's a badass not real life.
In the comic, in the story, he's a badass. So
but now he's even more of a badass. He's knows what he can do.
okay, so he's straying away from being the big blue Boy Scout and.
No, he's being a big blue Boy Scout. Just usually he doesn't know really what to do, like how much punch to punch and how much punch not to punch. Now he knows exactly how much.
Okay, so is this the Superman that kills?
Superman that doesn't kill, but he'll beat you up in 2 punches instead of a whole bunch of punches.
Oh, doesn't hold back.
I got this one for you. Amadeus Cho #1.
Oh, you sexy son of a bitch. That's nice. So, what's the story behind that one?
I haven't read it yet. I just got it today. I'm sure it's going to show how Amadeus Cho went from boy genius to the Hulk.
Do you think he's going to play into the MCU pretty soon?
I think he's going to play in the MCU soon. I think the guy who plays Amadeus Cho in the Spider-Man universe will be a big star. If not, he's not already. Now, I know you know who this is, so I don't even have to tell you who this is and who drew this.
Yeah, so Alex Ross, Miss Marvel.
Yep.
Oh, he's going back to those covers now.
Yep.
Man, I would think you'd be tired of those pinups.
No, I'm not.
No, him doing that.
You know who that is, right?
Doctor Strange?
Oh, come on.
I don't know who that is.
Nightwing. I mean, Nighthawk. He's Marvel's Batman.
Okay.
He's a member of the Defenders. Along with...
he must be like way down in the bench. He's like the C-list hero.
Yeah, he is a C-list hero, but he's one of my favorite, along with this young lady.
Oh, nice. She got the Madonna tits.
Valkyrie.
Yeah, but she's got the Madonna pointy bra on.
Here's the other cover of Gwenpool #1.
Oh, damn. Who did that one?
Let's see. Let me get my glasses. Scott Neeson Millie.
Nice touches on those. Very muscular Gwen.
And Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe one last time. #1.
Are you sure it's the last time?
Well, you remember there's a whole bunch of universes for him to kill, so
yeah. That's the one. That's a cover homage to Wolverine. I can't remember the number.
And Doom Academy #1.
And that one also plays into the movie?
Yep, it does.
Okay.
And that's the comic books that I got.
uh, as a comic book nerd, really, I feel like I haven't done enough to like really bone up on the subject because it's like there are just way too many titles to read and like. But you keep up the reading, and it's like what drives you to just keep on keeping on with the story?
Well, let's put it this way: in the early '80s, Marvel was going to go bankrupt. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't for the MCU to bring Marvel back out of the comic book world out of the dumpster. So I just want to keep the comic book world going strong. That's why I patronize it.
Okay. All
I
right.
don't want it. I don't want it to be another 1980 where it was about to go bankrupt and we would have no more comic books.
Oh, I know you are offline, but I'll ask you here. Do you feel that the stories are being recycled somehow? But in that recycling, people see it as woke. But yet, when you read it, it's like this isn't woke at all. That's just people being being good, and nothing about it was woke back when you read it in the 80s.
Uh, uh, not really. I think the characters drive the story more than the story drives the character now. Um, like Spider-Man and Iron Man and Hulk and Thor, all those MCU ones, the character drives the story before the story drove the character. I think that's the main difference now. I think.
Mm.
I mean, that's my personal opinion. I don't look things as woke or not woke because I don't know what woke is, and I've never been woke. I don't think in my life, so I don't think it matters.
So, meaning woke as far as like knowing the difference or
Oh
knowing
yeah,
that
yeah. Well, I
yeah,
mean, of
knowing
course, I know the
the good and the
difference, but
bad.
but I'm not gonna let that make me buy a comic book or read a comic book.
Okay. As long as you're enjoying the literature, the writing, and the art, it's what's continuing your hobby in collecting and reading.
Yeah.
Good man. Good man. Are you excited for the summer now that we're what 2 years away from the 2 years removed from the writer's strike, and now we're getting constant content now with movies and television?
Yeah, I can't wait. I wish I could go to I know whatnot is a bad word in some comic book fans' life, but I like to go to Whatnot Con just to see what they got to sell.
Uh, it's all there, right?
Yeah,
But I think we personally have been in the whatnot room at the convention and watched these people in action. And it seems a little bit I don't know, like watching car salesman.
yeah. Well, yeah. But still kind of like to would you like to go because I like comic books.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of the smell of it, kind of.
So there's a big difference in smells when it comes down to new modern books versus the older classics, right?
Yeah,
You know that that classic book has been lived in.
yeah,
So whether or not it was in a smoke filled home or it was loved by the reader that had it, or stored away by a collector like us and never to be opened again until we died.
yeah. Exactly.
I'm glad, and good thing that we are 2 years removed from the writer's strike, because then now we finally get something that we've been looking forward to for a long time, and losing the main voice actor to his shenanigans, you finally get a season 8
Yes.
of Rick and Morty. Let's
Yes.
take a look.
Let's look.
Let me turn this off and let's watch this trailer.
Morty, you guys are really spreading out onto the lawn.
It's time to make some big changes or get comfortable with some big regrets.
Give me a holler when this goes south. Follow me. We don't want to stop here. This is the Morty part of town, if you know what I'm saying. It's Rick Benches! Hey, my dog is dangerous. Burn it all down, boys!
I'd hold on to something, Rick.
You wouldn't. Morty's, huh? You're the worst. At least Jerry got hurt.
Rick and Morty. New season premieres May 25th at 11 on Adult
Wow,
Swim.
May 25th. Coming
One
up
in America, we get a few things right.
Nice.
What do you think?
I think it's gonna be great. I like how he held that big Easter egg because they're probably gonna making fun of Easter eggs in movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I already know what that episode's gonna be about.
All right, and it sounds like the new voice actors are starting to get the tempo down. With the way when Justin Roiland was doing the voices for Rick and Morty, so it's looking like okay, like Justin hadn't left.
Yeah.
With Dan Harmon still writing the episodes, I think we'll be in good hands here. And remember the episode or no, so season 7 left us with Rick finally meeting his nemesis, which was Rick Prime, and he ends up killing him, right?
Yes, he ends up killing him.
So now we're left with Rick. Like, what does he do after he kills Rick Prime, or does Rick Prime is he not really dead?
I don't know. We'll find out. I guess
Because we're looking at some of the I guess the video package there that we get to go back to the Citadel Ricks. So there's a lot more Ricks and Mortys that we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you hoping for in this season of Rick and Morty?
I'm hoping more hijinks. I know that's kind of like a 1960 kind of word for cartoons, but I hope more hijinks. I hope
Hijinks, shenanigans is what we're here for.
Yeah, I want a whole
especially with Rick and Morty. They are so meta with their jokes and their commentary. It's nice. It's nice and refreshing, and some of it hits hard.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what we get to see at Comic-Con this year.
Yeah. We finally might get to see all the people behind the scenes and the actors that play talk to us.
I might bring my Rick head.
Oh, very nice. Oh, how about our buddy with Joel with the Jerry doll?
Oh no, his name's not Joel. His name is Marion.
Marion, yeah. Bring that Jerry marionette.
Yeah.
That was such a creative piece right there. Great cosplay. So what do you score this trailer, Michael?
9.5.
9.5. Okay, that's respectable. 9.2 for me. I'm hoping for a 9.8 by the end of the season.
Yeah, me too. I'm hoping a great season because I think last season it was funny, but not as funny as the past seasons. So I hope they bring back some more of the hijinks.
Yeah, and we could chalk that up to losing
the voices. Yeah,
the voices plus the strike because they had to rush through production to get it done while during the strike.
Oh, can I ask you a question? Did you ever see Sinners?
No, I wanted to, and then that's why I wanted to bring E-Man on board because that way you two could talk about it. I wanted to get the lowdown on it. We can talk about it.
You want to hear it?
Yeah, what you got? I wanted to see it because I wanted to see what's her face? Haley Seinfeld
girl?
Yeah. She's pretty dope. So
she dies quickly.
Okay. Spoil it on.
Well, it's just what we always thought it was. It's Dust Till Dawn in the 1930s South.
Mhm.
It's Michael B. Jordan plays two roles. He plays
A set of twins.
set of twins, and it's kind of wonky how they do it because they're never really together. They're always like apart. You always see them separated, so it's kind of wonky.
Is there a different hairstyle for each twin? Is that the only way to tell them apart?
That's the only way you're gonna tell them apart too. And
Okay.
one has like a gold kind of gold tooth, like outline of his tooth. So yeah, I mean, the only thing I got out of the movie was like at night the vampires come out, but they're not the real evil in the movie. The real evil is the Ku Klux Klan, and they come out in the day. And that was kind of the premise of the movie that, you know, you think the night brings the worst villains or the worst evil, but the worst evil comes out to you in the bright of day. So
Okay.
that was kind of the premise of the movie.
Is it safe to assume that the vampires and the black folk team up to beat the KKK?
Not exactly, but in a sense, yes.
Okay, are some of the KKK members also
No,
part of the vampire
none of
group?
the KKK members are vampires. Well, that's not true. Two are, but they're not real KKK members.
They're
The real
just hungry vampires ready to kill.
Yeah, the one vampire is like from Ireland, and he must be like hundreds of years old. He must have came over 100 years ago because it has a lot to do with music too. There's maybe 25 minutes of this song that goes kind of pointless, but the point that the movie was trying to get along was like black music was always like the devil's music and quote unquote throughout history. Like the blues was black music, devil music. Rock and roll was black music, devil's music. Rap was black music, devil's music. So it kind of the music brought the devil to the bayou, and then the devil wasn't really the devil. The devil's the Klan. So that's
the devil made the coolest music.
Exactly.
Fucking people here don't like the cool shit.
Yeah. So so it was basically the Klan is the real bad guys in the film.
Yeah. So is it like Footloose, where the conservative townsfolk don't want the black folk having this party, this freak out because they're making too much noise in the countryside, and then they're bringing so much shenanigans into their city, and that's why.
No,
damn it!
They just they buy a barn from the guy who's the mayor, and they ask him if he's a Klansman. Of course, he lies. Oh, I'm not a Klansman. I hate the Klan, but he's the head of the Klan, and he goes back to kill them all, and then they kill him, and that's how it ends.
Okay, is it okay? Is it worth watching prime time, or is it a matinee type of movie?
It's worth watching on TV.
Okay, and what would you score this movie?
A 6.
Would you watch it again?
No, I would not watch it again.
Damn it. Okay, all right. What are your I guess your issues about it that you wouldn't want to watch it again? What would you do to make it better?
Well, I like horror movies. The vampire transformation was all CG, so it looked wonky. I didn't like all the music. I mean, I thought that was overplayed. It was too much. It was like a musical. It was a musical vampire Ku Klux Klan music. It was like all that rolled into one. It was just like too much.
Okay. So you're saying there's just way too many things going on that distracted you from the main storyline, which is vampires are attacking people, but yet the vampires will just team up with the townsfolk to beat the KKK.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I will watch it.
Okay.
I have to know too, because I can't form an opinion from your opinion.
Oh, absolutely. And I wouldn't want you to form an opinion from what I would say. Yeah, but you go see it. Go see it and tell me what you thought.
Well,
Matter of
E-Man
fact,
gave it
I
gave it a
see
score of 7. So you guys are within a point of each other. So
Oh, okay. Well,
so
there we
it
go.
seems like it's better than the 5. So yeah, there's points that you enjoyed it, but then there's just also a lot of stuff that you didn't like about it that you wouldn't go out of your way to go watch it again unless it was on TV.
Yeah, unless it was on TV.
Okay. All right. 6 from Michael and the 7 from E-Man via his text. Let's take a look at this next trailer because this came out. I know you're excited for it.
Give it to me.
I know you're excited for it. Let's take a look at this.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Sure.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for what some might.
A lot of
It's a lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States
representing
will cause
anybody
more
except for me.
problems around the world.
And doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die. Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Your choices. Your actions. That's what makes you who you are.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it. He's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
You have a dog?
I'm actually excited for that one.
Yeah.
After
I seen the trailer, I don't know. I don't like that big giant monster he's fighting. I don't like that at all.
James Gunn is good at as far as like finding the source material, right, to use for his movies, and he hasn't disappointed with neither of the Guardians movies. And I don't think he'll disappoint with this one. He didn't disappoint in the Peacemaker either. I'm quite excited, and David Cornsweet looks like he looks the part. He looks the part of Clark.
He does definitely look the part of Superman.
Yeah.
Did you see Mr. Terrific, Hot Girl,
yeah,
and Guy Gardner?
Yeah, and this, I think this is the first time that since the original Christopher Reeve Superman that we get actors that aren't like well known to play Mr. and Mrs. Pa and Ma Kent. Like like I know I recognize Mr. Kent as Otis from Walking Dead.
Oh, who was that?
Otis.
Otis.
Otis was the farmhand on Herschel's.
Right, yeah, I know. He got killed trying to help them. Yeah.
Exactly. Like these people are like day players or supporting actors and you know get casted to be.
Did you like how Mr. Terrific looked like he was sitting instead of like floating? Did you notice that?
Yeah, I saw it on a still when I was.
Oh, you saw it on the still.
Yeah, so he was sitting.
Yeah.
I have no clue what that kind of references to. Well,
Me neither, because he doesn't sit when he flies. He stands. He stands on his terrific spheres.
Sphere. Okay. All right, and Hawker looks good. And
Hawker looks good.
Guy Gardner totally looks the part.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor.
Isn't that who's playing Guy Gardner? Oh God, what's his name?
I can't remember his name, but he's been on a few Guardians movies too,
and he was in the last Suicide Squad as what is it, the detachable limb guy?
Yeah, Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion.
Yeah, and I think he's been in other stuff like
yeah, he's been in
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I think, and a couple.
He was in
he was in the Rookie, Castle, Firefly. Yeah,
Firefly.
So you could probably say that James Gunn has grabbed a couple of Joss Whedon's favorite people.
Yeah, it looks like it to me.
Which is good.
Yeah, I love Josh. I'm sorry he got a bad rap of treating women terrible.
Well, he's just a shitty human being, but he was still a great writer and made great shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of the trailer? What are you excited about the movie?
If they didn't have that giant monster, I would have gave it a 10. Because I love Mr. Terrific. Just for that. And I like how they used Ultraman. Ultraman is from an alternate universe who is just like Superman. I don't know why he was all in black and he was hooded like the Black Noir from The Boys, but I guess they're going to use him because he had a big U on his chest, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So,
was that Brainiac in the jail cell with him?
I don't know if that was Brainiac or not. I'm not sure. I did see Luthor. I didn't know who the girl was with those spinning blade things either, unless that was one of Zod's generals.
It could be.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
So what's your score then? Other than if you're going to score it at 10, what would you give it?
8.5.
8.5. Okay, I'd go 9.2 on this one too. I'll go 9.2. I'm pretty excited. I've always been a Superman fan. So
you like the Boy Scout, huh?
Yeah, dude. Everybody's first comic book movie was
Superman.
It's like your childhood is kind of revolves around that, and as soon as we got older, we finally getting the stuff that we really want to see, and some that we don't. But you will never forget your first, which was Superman. Right.
Mine was Roger Corman's Captain America that was on TV.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't alive yet, nor in this country.
Where Captain America in the television show, he had a motorcycle helmet.
He did, and also made a cameo in the first Captain America with Stan Lee.
Yeah.
I'll have to dig that up. It's probably on Disney Plus. So
It's probably somewhere on Disney Plus.
yeah, it's a Marvel property, so it
Yeah.
should be on there. All right, let's take a look at the trailer here. That
Okay.
associated with James Gunn, and let's see the Peacemaker season 2.
Oh yes, it's coming out in August, I think.
They're gonna be doing backflips to get you to join.
Welcome, Peacemaker, or do you prefer Chris?
Either's fine.
Can you tell us a little about your skills?
I'm considered the finest marksman in the world.
Mic is off.
Yeah.
I am also proficient in hand-to-hand combat.
How many more of these do we have today?
Is that popcorn still here?
You love popcorn.
My bud's getting really big lately.
It's Guy Gardner right there.
Yeah,
This guy sucks.
excuse me.
And Sean
I'm supposed to
Gunn.
be able to hear you guys. Excuse me? You were talking about your butt and stuff? And also you said that I suck?
It is not funny.
I don't get it. We saved the world.
I thought everyone would finally treat us like heroes.
I don't need anybody else to just forge my own path.
You're living in the worst level of Grand Theft Auto.
I came to the conclusion you suffer from a particularly severe form of toxic masculinity.
What?
Argus has been monitoring Peacemaker ever since Rick Flag Sr. was named director.
Does he know that I am?
Kill this time? Yeah.
Bring me Peacemaker.
Mexicali, you scan for any anomalies throughout that house. Pony Boy, don't let him out of your sight. Titties, I want you to take the front door. Encino Man, you take the back door. Got it?
Yeah, but not the fucking names, dude. You can't just call us that.
Where do you think we are? Fucking Berkeley?
We haven't always been great people. But we are the 11th Street Kids. No one will ever break us apart. You ready for the next adventure, pal?
Keep on keeping on.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh wow.
Okay,
Yeah, I like it.
I'm excited.
I like it. I like that more than I like Superman.
Well, you got the two universes kind of intertwined there.
Oh yeah, well yeah, because Rick Flag Senior's in Superman. I seen him there.
Yeah, and then you got the guy I don't know that played Crossbones on the MCU. He's now hunting down Peacemaker and Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl right there.
Yeah.
So we did leave off in the first season of Peacemaker with the Justice League meeting at the end. I hope they covered that in some kind of capacity and like let us know like who's gonna be left from there.
Yeah, it looked cool.
Because we
It looked cool and funny.
It does. And James Gunn's wife, it looks pretty more involved in it than she was in the first one.
Yeah, yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait till August. Maybe we'll get something at Comic-Con. Some
Oh
sneak
man, I hope
preview.
so, too. Maybe we'll get James Gunn there. Just to because
Then I'm gonna have to use my 88 powers to get us into Hall H.
exactly because it will be 2 weeks. We'll be 2 weeks removed from the premiere of Superman, and then a few weeks.
Fantastic Four will be there.
Yeah, so we'll get something, but we'll also get something for Fantastic Four. So it's just it looks like it's gonna be a crazy weekend at SDCC.
Yeah,
Yeah,
looks like it's gonna be a barn burner.
Yeah, we better get our ducks in a row as far as scheduling.
Yeah,
I don't think we'll be doing a lot of
walking around.
Yeah, most likely it's just gonna be waiting in line.
Yeah, a lot of waiting in line.
Yeah, I'm excited. It'll be fun.
I'm excited.
Okay, maybe what we got 2 more trailers here, but we have time for 1 or maybe it's 2. Which one you want? I want to see. You want the Ironheart or you want to do Wednesday season 2?
I want to see Ironheart.
Ironheart. It is.
Her suit looks like.
All right, let me pop that up here. She's getting a lot of hate, but that's just because
it's woke, probably.
Well, yeah, nerds being nerds and not liking anything anyway. Let's take a look at
Take a look.
Ironheart.
Hello? For real?
Welcome, Mary. In less than 3 minutes, the air in this elevator will no longer be breathable.
Oh, what is this?
Your interview. You'll suffocate and die unless you break into the device on the floor, where you'll find a gas mask. Good luck.
Screw this.
I heard Riri Williams was a genius. So you went her out. Riri, I see you. I see you're fed up, waiting to be acknowledged for your greatness.
You are not the first genius at MIT.
Okay.
How come you're not working at one of those fancy tech firms?
After my internship abroad, I want to build something undeniable, something
Important.
iconic.
It's a brand new
I can give you the tools to help you carry out your vision. But anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic in life has had to do some questionable things to get it done. What will you do, Riri?
You've bitten off a hell of a lot more than you can chew. I could chew a lot.
You know nothing about this man.
You're gonna end up dead or in jail.
This is so much bigger than that. This is wild. A shady bunker.
My bunker's not shady. Would a shady bunker have that on the walls?
It's literally above a crate of self-guided missiles.
I'm returning those.
What do you think?
Nothing screams.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, like nothing like kind of stands out. But I'll watch it. I'll watch it. It's Ryan Coogler. I mean, you just watched his Sinners, and he's done Black Panther, and it feels like it's gonna get the Miss Marvel treatment on this one, but less cute.
Yeah, I wanted to see a villain, a true villain. There was no villain at all. So
I don't know who that guy is. It seems like he's some kind of a some guy with money, and then he's got powers, but yet he's got like a Doctor Strange kind of vibe to it. He's also the same guy from Transformers, or from the Beast Wars Transformers. I think it was, yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna pass on giving this a comic book number.
Okay, so you're waiting to pass judgment after you watch it.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a good watching.
As far as like the CGI is concerned, and some of the pacing, CGI is good. Pacing looks kind of probably all over the place. I'll give it an 8 for now.
That's a good start.
It's respectable. But I'm being hopeful that being Ryan Coogler, that it won't be. It's not going to be disappointing. They'll have something. There'll be substance there to talk about.
I hope so.
You hope?
I hope so.
Okay.
I like the character Arnhart.
Yeah, it's got that I like mech suits. That's the thing for me. It definitely looks like a Gundam more than
Yeah, it looks like a
what.
Gundam. I was gonna say it looked a little wonky. It looked a little big and heavy.
Yeah, and coming from a really petite girl, so she could fit more, I guess, more gadgets and toys in the suit versus what Iron Man has done with his
Nanobots.
yeah, nanobots, but his nanobots make everything that he needs. With the mech suit, however, going back to like the original Mark II and Mark III, it looks like it's going to be comparable to those, and it's going to be exciting to watch until like we're deep into it, and will it keep the same vibe, that same pace that we kind of like saw in the trailer.
Yep, I agree with you 100%.
Eight is respectable. Okay. Well, we do have. I'll save the Wednesday trailer for next Saturday.
Okay.
And then
right,
yeah. You got anything else, Mike?
Nothing that I can name off the top of my head. Just SDCC is going to be a barn burner this year.
Yeah, it looks like you're gonna need a little bit of rest. So we're gonna cut the show now. That way you can get to bed, because we're both at less than 100%. But yeah, it looks like you're gonna need a lot more to recharge.
Yeah, I'm feeling kind of rough. I was going to call it off, but we called it off for Mother's Day, so I didn't want to call it off. I wanted to be a trooper and stay on.
I felt your energy that day. All right, everybody. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next Saturday. Hopefully, we'll bring on the guys to talk more comic book in this nerd stuff. And thank you for hanging out with the villains. Have a good evening.
Love, peace, and cosplay.
Thanks again for listening to another episode of the Sealess Villains Podcast, your cultivators of the comic culture. Make sure you follow us on